You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. It's going to be a beautiful day today here onto the Homestead, 77 degrees. But then maybe next week we got some severe cold weather coming in. So I was super busy yesterday, just exhausted when I went in, but I got the garden area cleaned up and I've got to shut the chickens off today. So I have worked in the greenhouse. I've also worked into the raised beds, inside, outside, preparing them for spring growing. And I got another Vago bed that's on its way. So I was trying to make room for that one, trying to figure out where I want to put it at. The reason I'm getting these Vago beds are nice now, but I have wood into my greenhouse just in case in the future, it starts deteriorating. Like yesterday, I took my chainsaw and started cutting that picnic table up. It could have been repaired, but I was repairing all the time, and I was like, you know what, I'm not doing that. So it was going to be too much repair because I just couldn't get to it to paint it. It was not treated wood, and today I'll be working on to, hopefully, if it goes that way, working on this shed right here. I got the doors on both sides. I got the wood around it on both sides. I got to do the top, work on things. That's going to be a gradual process. And the rabbits are literally in there. I guess they're upset. They must be hungry because usually everybody's fed up. We got some cold coming in, so this plastic's staying up here. You got water? What's going on, guys? What y'all doing in here, Ron? You about to tear out the place. Good morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 in there. Big coop, only 7. You looking at the rabbits? Are you looking at those females? They running around in there, aren't they? Now, I don't let my flock run loose because you won't have chickens very long in this area for sure, because hogs and raccoons, foxes, possums, whatever will get them. They'll just start disappearing really quickly, especially with the chicken hawk. So that's why I put this up here in case one gets out. Occasionally one will get out and I'll get it back in there. But in fact, the garden season is going to be taking place. Even if it didn't take place right now, me putting the nutrients into the ground. The ground has been setting here fall and winter now, giving it a resting place, but putting the nutrients in there. I don't want them to tear up where I'm putting the nutrients at, because I need this ground to stay fertile, to stay fruitful. So that's why I put this up here. So I'm going to be getting some more lime, like I said, get some more lime and putting it out there. I still got 3 bags. 3 bags. I'm going to save at least 1, but I'm going to put 2 bags and put it out there where they scratched around. Today, if I let them in there, just seeing the damage yesterday afternoon, and it's not to say damage, they're at a place they can look for those insects, and that's a good thing because they can get the bad stuff, but they're also getting the good stuff. So you always got to bring balance. And so right now, preparing this garden, and their season is up. Hey guys, your season's up. I'm sorry. You've had fall and winter. Your season's up. We have made success. This is as long as ever. Patience works in everything. So we're getting down to 28 tonight. some of the carrots have started coming up. I haven't really tended to them. Garlic's doing excellent. $40 in here this morning. Nice weather yesterday. So this afternoon, after I come back from church some point in time this afternoon, I will have to start unraveling the row covers and putting my insulated sides on. We have to do something with these seeds. I'll have to figure it out. My seeds are coming up. Red juice tomatoes into the red. Early snowball cauliflower, and I believe that's broccoli. Zinnias. Here's more red juice zinnias. I haven't planned on growing that many tomatoes. I want to get my red juice seeds this year because they're so expensive. Cabbages are doing pretty good. This is more red juice tomatoes. So I'll probably end up having about 50 plants again this year. I haven't planned on it, but I'll have to take these inside the house. Our weather's crazy, and we usually don't, it's March the 2nd, I think it is. Garden peas are coming up. Strawberries over there into the vertical planter. So I'll have to take these little babies in just because, like, these are so small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. 12 red juice over there. And I think I counted like 30 plants. Here is the orange tree that's loaded down with blooms. I mean, it is loaded. Now, all of them won't make it. Most of the time, the tree will shed its blooms, and so that it will shed some of its blooms so that it will produce the right amount of fruit onto the tree so the tree can hold it. So I've counted 27, besides the other ones over there, of red juice tomatoes. I really didn't need any tomatoes. 27. I think there was 27 over here. I accidentally let hardhead and nuisance out. They are definitely a hard-headed chickens. You see, they've been separated, and the other hens don't like them coming in here. That's just how chickens are. And they'll quit in a minute. So that one I just put in there, that's handicap. I seen her with an egg, a raw egg shell. I don't know where it came from because I just let them out. So I put her in there so I can watch her because I do know I got an egg eater. That's hardhead. Ooh, I would love to get her back in there. She took and ran into that coop. She's smart. So the other hen just ran up out of here because that one says, "You don't belong in here." So she started doing the same thing. Oh, they got a fight going on here. Chickens do not like other chickens invading their territory. Hardhead, I got her caged up, the door shut. I'm going to see if I can catch her because she is hard-headed and I have to keep her caged up because she just gets out. Nobody likes chasing chickens. Since she's standoff, I think she's the one that got out. It was me that left the gate open. Well, that's her. So I caught her while they was fighting, which was easy, and put her back in here. So the door is shut. I keep this wire so if I need to catch them, when they get up on there, it's hard to get them. And there's hardhead. The hardhead's back in there. Now handicap has got 4 hens, and that one was chasing that one, so that must have been the one that had the egg. I don't know where it came from, whether it ran out of the coop, but man, if you ever could catch an egg eater, there's only one way to stop it, and that's either get rid of them or do something with them. So when I caught the chicken, I took this eggshell out of its mouth. So I'm gonna leave it there. They see it. Super cold out here this morning. Things are not pretty around here. If you remember back in the day, if you can remember, they didn't have it pretty, they had it to work. And that works, especially if you ever try to get up under this 3-foot high space and catch chickens. That board is going to be going somewhere. Hi, Betsy. Hi. Hi. Hey. So I usually pick the eggs up in the afternoon. And I didn't get them yesterday afternoon. Not that I forgot about them, but because I was studying. I got a bee test coming up Monday. And I usually try to pick these up, keep them from them until I figure out who the egg eater is. That's a fake egg, which creates them to want to lay. So usually I will let one set of chickens out and then feed them, and then I'll deal with the next group. But I didn't this morning because I was in a hurry to get ready for church, and I didn't see where the egg came from. So we got 10 eggs from yesterday, minus one. The babies are growing fast. So nice to have a mama hen to take care of the babies. What you waiting on, honey? So this afternoon, I'll have to get all this covered out, my potatoes. These I had to crop off, but it'll be just fine. I have to cover back up everything again. Maybe this is it. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of sun, they say, but we'll see. So the heaters are coming back out tonight to this afternoon. I'm going ahead and put them in there. So that's part will be done, but this has a probe on here, and you stick it down in the soil. The soil is registering 46.7 at this point in time, while the greenhouse says it's 40, and it feels a whole lot better in here than it does outside. This is kind of like a coolness, but outside is like a chill. So we'll get this one set up for this afternoon. We've got a grapevine and a blueberry. A blueberry was given to me by my son for part of my birthday present, and I'm thankful for that. On that side, I don't have anything, so there's trays over there, but I do have some potatoes coming up. So probably what I'm going to do is take and just pull that row cover down. Well, I got another one to put on the other side. Just the onions and the garden peas should be fine, but this is a thin row cover, so it just gives it a little bit extra protection. And I think I'm just going to try to cover up those potatoes, put my bubble wrap insulated sides on the sides once again, and then bring this row cover all the way over, and then put a row cover on this right here, because we're getting down to 28 tonight. That bubble wrap really works good. And then my plan is to take all these in the inside. usually into the morning time. This week I've been coming out here giving everything a drink of water. Once my soil gets moist, then it doesn't take as long to water, because your soil can look like it's wet on the top but not be up underneath, and therefore the roots are up underneath and it wouldn't be getting the water that it needs. But once you get the soil moist, then it doesn't take as long. Now yesterday I took and raked some of this dirt away from around the onions. Now they look good. I've came a long ways in growing onions. These are from seed, not bulbs. And so these have been fertilized yesterday. I watered them because I like to water things before I fertilize. And that way the soil is damp so it can soak up the nutrients. And it doesn't take as much moisture, so that the next set of water, if you want to say it like that, which will have fertilizer, it just takes up this nutrients. These I would love to gotten transplanted. I know they're not big, but I like to go ahead and transplant things earlier so that it can get into its place. But as you can tell, that's a lot of plants there. I haven't counted them. That'd be a lot of containers. So we see the sun shining for a little bit. Maybe it'll go ahead and warm up this greenhouse somewhat to get this soil warmer. The greenhouse will stay warmer. And the reason it feels good in here is because this soil is warmer than the outside soil. And so therefore it creates a mass that the greenhouse stays warmer. It stays comfortable for these cool season plants. Now the tomatoes, they like it warm, but we got them going, and that's all that matters. The broccoli and the cauliflower is taken off. There's some basil down there. There's one lettuce down there. So mostly I have, what the Lord has given me is tomatoes, broccoli, and cauliflower, zinnias, and I'll have a little bit of marigolds growing. Those right there, they come up volunteer, and that's what I use. The baby roots, I'll just take and, you know, that size and start planting them somewhere, or maybe a little bit bigger. The roots are small and they're easy to transplant. So we're going ahead this morning and got these hoses onto a hill and let them go ahead and be draining throughout the day. So we'll watch those chickens in there. It's kind of hard to tell which is which at this point in time. Of course, hardhead, that's not hard to see. But, you know, it could have been an egg just laying out here and I stepped on it. And she's seen the eggshell. And, of course, they see that and yolk, which they love. And she just ran with it. But this gives me opportunity to try to figure out. I haven't had an egg be eaten here lately. And people say, well, you know, it's because of lack of calcium. But once an egg eater, always an egg eater. I have the chickens my whole entire life, and I know that to be a fact. Once a chicken killer or a dog kills a chicken, they usually always kill chickens. So that's just the theory of it. And so I definitely want to watch because, you know, it's nothing like going out there. I think it's just one chicken. And when she lays, then she eats the egg. But I haven't had any this week that I've seen. So we'll see. Now she's standing at that gate, that fence right there. And she keeps looking this way. So she's probably it. So what I should have did is like, you know, marker. You know, sometimes I'll take like a little spray paint and just put a little dot. So I'll know which one it is, especially when they're all just about white. And so she's right there. She's really wanting to come out. So more than likely it's her. Let's see if I could tell any way to tell. You know, it's hard to say. It's hard to tell them the difference. Now her cone is crooked, so that would probably have been easier. Then again, you know, I have to look at the other cones. That one cone is bigger. So it's definitely her that got put in there.